Hey everyone, welcome back to golocoguides, the unofficial YouTube channel for all things related to the Local Guides program. This channel is made by the community for the community. We don't work for Google, unfortunately, and our opinions are always ours alone. It's been quite quiet on this channel, so I'm really excited to do this live stream today on the topic of reviews. As you may know, the Local Guides program turned 10 years old this year, and I started this crazy idea of the 12 months of celebrations, where every month we will focus on a different topic related to the program. For September, that focus is on reviews, and I've been really lucky to get a chance to work with several local guides in preparing a series of posts where we share our tips and tricks, best practices, and our personal style when it comes to writing reviews. And this live stream is a finale of sorts, where I want to bring all my collaborators together and chat a bit more about reviews. So if you want to find out more about writing reviews on Google Maps and what we think are the do's and don'ts, then do stay on and enjoy the discussion. Without further ado, let's meet the panelists. Please let us know your name, your local guide level, and where you are from.
Hi everyone, my name is Karen. I'm from Brazil, but today I live in Canada, in Toronto. I'm level 9, and I see all people here, and it's a pleasure participate in this celebrity. It's to me, it's so cool. I love writing and explain a little bit about my experience and the form I write every day for the reviews. It's important, and I believe it's helping another local guides is too important too. And I see however here.
Welcome to the chat, Sharon. KK, do you want to go next?
Hi everyone, I'm KK Sharma from Rajasthan, India, local guide level 8. And thank you to Adrian to give me an opportunity to write one post in this series. Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. And next up is Rahul.
Um, hey guys, my name's Rahul. I'm from India, Kerala, and my LG level is 9. Mm, and I'm thank you for agreeing to be in this uh, series. Yeah.
Cool. We also actually have another local guide that's been in this group. Her name's Sarah. Unfortunately, she's been busy and we couldn't actually get a time that works for her. So do check her post out, but unfortunately she won't be in this discussion today. And also, before we move on, I wanted to give a shout out to Shailendra from India, and Sihat also from India. The two of them, although they were not part of this group and um, didn't get involved in the whole group discussion, I think there's like hundreds of messages that we went through. They also did write posts on Connect about reviews and shared their experience. So that's really cool of them. So thank you so much for doing that. And also to Guru Krishna Priya, she wanted to join in as well, but it was like towards the end of the month. So I just said that, let's just try to see what our time is like. And if there's time, write for it. If it's not, it's okay. Anyway, that's the whole thank you credit thing going on. So I'm just going to start it to ask our guest here to give us a little, very, very brief summary on the post that they wrote on Connect and what it's all about. So Karen, please go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Hey everyone. I my central idea about my post is organize. I think it's too important because depending on the time, it's impossible you make the review in the same location. In the location, you make the photos, put the notes in your cell phone, and it's hard. You remember the top keys and the bullets along the time. And I think it's important you use your recurse for this. Notice, text, paper taxes, and specific photographs, special in my case about accessibility, and about the plates, the food. It is too important. And you organize this in one brief for writing. Same, you create one bullet for your create one test in the university or the college. This is help you for writing, and it's possible you in that case you put in bullets, you remember more easy the ideas. And of course, there is another recurses, special uses sites and the Instagram for remember the location. But it's too important. Use your cell phone for everything. Your cell phone help you in along the hands, and it's too easy for, oh, I don't remember this. Here there is one point. And I read the comments in my post, and one local guide said one a good point about the organizer is use a record voice. The record voice is a good idea too, and help along your review. You remember with audio and sounds. It's so good, and yeah, I love your ideas. And in that case, you pass more ideas organized to me. I create this.
Cool. Thank you so much for that. I think organizing or being organized and being structured in writing reviews or approaching a place and trying to figure out what to write about is really helpful for sure.
Yeah.
KK, what did you write about?
Yeah. Thank you, Adrian. Actually, my post was related to planet-friendly review. And I wanted to highlight that while writing a review, one should add one or two lines related to the sustainability or planet friendliness, like solar light was there, or you can say cutlery was edible, and like these things, one or two lines highlight. And also, though I have written there that if I am not getting time to write a comprehensive review, then I can write a short review also. Though I agree with the opinion of Sarah, Rahul, and Sarah both, that they have written in their posts that the review must not be too short. So I strongly agree with this. And but from my point of view, if someone is very busy, then instead of not writing review, it is better to write a one-line review. But the most important thing, one line must be very useful, means not generic in nature. Like food was good, the quality of food was good, so it is useful review. So instead of if there is choice not to write or write, so it is better to write. But again, I will say that what the Rahul has said in his post and what the Sarah has said, they are correct in this way. Thank you.
Sure, no problems. And I don't think I have any problems with writing long reviews because my biggest problem is that my reviews are too long, and I really need to like trim it and make it more concise. Rahul, what did you write about?
Yes. But in most of the cases, the people with whom I came across, they think that why it is very difficult to change the mental setup of person. So common, those who are not local guide and those who are not habitual of writing reviews. I am talking about them. When I am traveling and I am asking the question to my fellow travelers. So in that regard, I am very busy and I don't have any interest in this area. So just my intention is to bring them to that platform and to motivate them to write. Start from one liner and then they will come to. And one more thing, what I have learned from the Gomakkal Gossip series of Mr. Kumar Santosh, that use of emoji Rahul is also using that emoji very well. So use of emoji and then think and cross. Though I later on when I will come, my turn will come, I will speak. Okay, on that. Thank you.
Yep. Rahul, sorry, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I wrote about giving a purpose when writing about reviews. Basically, you want to help the next local guide to visit that place. So, and you can't know which information may be helpful. So most of you can be inclusive in your reviews. You can add everything actually. And one problem I faced is when I visited a museum earlier, and before me visiting the place, I think 1 month before I visiting the place, the museum was free to enter. So when I checked the review, it was free to enter. So I didn't bought any cash with me. So when I gone to the museum, it was not free. There was a fee to enter that, and I think it was very less cash to enter. So they don't accept any card or cashless payment. So I have to go to my home. I have to take my cash with me, and I have to go into the museum. And we don't know uh, which information may be useful to the next person who visit the business or place or museum. So reviewing with the purpose to help the next person is my always been my motto for this thing. Yeah.
Yep, definitely agree with that. Writing a review with a purpose, knowing who your reader is going to be and what sort of information they might find useful, it's going to be, I think, very helpful when you when you're stuck and you're not sure what to write about. I think that's one thing to keep in mind. Okay, so we all roughly know what everybody else wrote. In terms of my post, I wrote a post on living as a backpacker, and what I wanted to demonstrate in my post is that most of the reviews that I tend to write will be on cafes, restaurants, museums, the usual standard places. So I wanted to focus on niche places that maybe might not be very common and kind of show what elements to write about when you talk about that. So for my post, I focus on hostels, public transport system, and I wanted to highlight that when you write about hostels from a traveler's perspective, the thing that I want to know most is like, is it clean? Is it safe? Is it cheap? So those are the kind of things that I try to include in my reviews and make it more compatible for the right people. So that's kind of like what I, cool. So we got the first question from Prasad here. So it's a great time because I'm just going to move on to the next step. Before we do that, Prasad, what's your question?
Hello, Adrian. Can I speak now?
Yeah, sure.
I would like to add one point what Mr. K.K. Sharma has just said. When you don't have time, we are not writing reviews. Instead of that, let us write that food is good. That is a good suggestion. And I would like to add one more thing. Let us say which food is good. That is better. Then writing that food is good. Which item you have taken there? Let us write clearly. I have taken this dosa. I have taken this budget. This is good. That is better. Then writing generic word like food is good. That is my. It is a better adding this. That is I would like to add to Mr. Sharmaji. Thank you.
Yes, I strongly agree with your opinion.
Thank you, sir.
I also very much agree with it. I've been to so many cafes and restaurants trying to look for like what dish should I order, and I look through the reviews. Like, please tell me which dish you order. So yeah, it's really helpful when you write what dish really works well on your face. Okay, so moving on to the next question for the panelists. How did you enjoy working with each other? Was it a fun, collaborative activity? Was it easy? Was it stressful? So, as always, we start with Karen first.
Wow, good
Sorry,
question.
this wasn't in the question that I shared.
Good
Because I shared
question.
a list of questions with the panelists so that they can prepare. This is something
Oh,
new.
for writing the post, I think it's more hard because you need to think um, one good structure for explain and simple form. Uh, what's your focus about your reviews and what's this form help everything, every people, everyone, sorry, and your reviews. Um, of course, different people, different forms about make the extra tour, but it's same one write one book. You have capitals, and all capitals there is a different ideas, but together it's one construction, one store about this. And of course, I say again, it's impossible when you have time all moments and write a longer reviews. But it's important that you remember the specific points you help the trip in the one trip, or in that case, your case it's a host. What's the important for a song, singing trip? What's this important about the money? It's a big investment about the money. This there is only rooms, or it's together and other people. Is include food in this host, or I need see one restaurant. And I think it's important you think in this for your review and think this for writing my article, because I need to think with our people and help it for all world. It's too hard this. And but along the time you understand what's the points is too important and promote this. And I think along the time it's more easy and better. And I think for all people is this.
One of the things that I know the challenge of, because I work with different groups of people through the media of being in the
Yeah,
program.
I think in accessibility for me, start about the accessibility. It's hard because I have my uncle. It's autistic, and I know about her experience. And my mother-in-law, it's use a chair for locomotion too, and I see the form is too hard move along the restaurants and the hotels, especially in that case one restaurant. For example, yesterday I visited one restaurant here in Toronto. It's an Italian restaurant, and the accessibility in these restaurants is too good. uh, there is elevator, and the guys there is braille menu here in Toronto. Braille menu is too hard. And I think accessibility is not about oh, the floor it's good for you pass with your chair or use your another instruments locomotion, but there is all different spectrums about autism, for example, and another situations. You need to think in this and help people. And pass this in one article or reviews, it's too hard. You need more care and more details, no? Especially that case, the hotel and hostels too. For you, it's too hard.
Cool. Did you enjoy working with all of us, trying to create a series on Connect and writing this post? Did you enjoy the process?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Uh, for example, I learned too much with another rights, especially Sharma and Rahul. Rahul, every time we talk about this part with accessibility and help the community, especially other groups, LGBT and autism group. And I learned too much with this because, you know, different groups, different informations, and you put together this in one right. For example, I never think write about ecology in my posts. I never say, "Oh, this restaurant are trash for divided the garbage in paper or in aluminum or on plastic." And now I see a new form for helping in more these details, and I think this uh, this dialogue and the talk about the experience help too much.
Yep, definitely. And for KK, Rahul, how did you enjoy the experience of working together as a group?
Yeah,
Okay.
really. I enjoyed a lot. I not only enjoyed but learned also while writing the post. When you given the task in the very beginning, thank you to Rahul that he suggested me the topic also. So it was very easy task for me. He suggested, okay, KK sir will select this planet friendly review. And then after I learned also that you suggested how to draft it. You given me the draft, and not only the draft, you suggested the platform also where I edit this. So all the task was very easy. So I enjoyed it, and I taken it in a very fun way. And that's why that was the result that today my friend Prashad was telling that, okay, this line is better than this. Because, while writing, I never thought very seriously over the things. And I don't have habitual, I'm not habitual of these things. I take the things lightly, other than my work at my workplace. The rest of the things I take very lightly. So I enjoyed it. And congratulations. I want to congratulate Karen for getting featured uh, because she taken the thing seriously. So in next cycle, I will explain about that also. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hey, Adrian. Actually, uh, some of you know I work under my own series, and most days the content will be same. Celebrate with me days, and and this time I got to write something different, and I love writing different topics actually. I find my own excuse to avoid the series and write something else also. And and Adrian also given us a draft of how to write, how to what to include, and it is basically an easy task for me also to include screenshots, includes various reference link, uh, and working with this group is actually every LG in this group is perfect to some topics actually. And Karen's there, Sharma is there, Adrian, me, or Sarah is there. In the each local gates have something to tell, and each post is different also. And I think our group will be we will seen in then future also. I think.
Yeah, I like that our group is very international. We're all spread out across the world, which is why trying to organize this meetup was quite challenging. Trying to find the right time, you know, it's like 11 in Toronto, it's 11 in Malaysia, like morning and evening, so like 12 hours difference. But no, it's been a very
One
fun
more thing.
experience with everyone.
One more
Sure.
thing. And I basically I loved the creating car photo for all. Actually, most of the times I only create for myself only. I never did create for another person actually, and it was I loved that actually. I loved creating car photos. I made I think 150 car photos on Connect actually. So I loved making car photos for you guys for the series. So yeah.
Yeah. So if the rest didn't know this, Rahul was the one that created the cover photo for all those. So he did a really good job with it. And I think it goes to show that when you work together with people, you get to share your experience, you get to learn from other people, you learn different ways of approaching a topic, and you get to discuss things and ping things back and forth, like what works, what doesn't work. So I hope that everybody enjoyed the process of creating this series. And for the next bit, this is going to be hopefully a fun run. It's a quick fire round, and everybody who's watching this can also join in. But basically, I'm going to ask you to raise your hand if you have reviewed the following places. Okay, so I'll be running through a list of places, and if you have reviewed that place, you can raise your hand for that. Okay.
Before that,
Also, just a disclaimer: some of these places do have restrictions with regards to writing reviews. So in some places you can write a review, in some places you can't. Yeah, sorry, KK.
yes, yes. Sorry for the interrupting.
Yeah.
Before that, I want to add one point. Actually, related to currents, I thought that will come in the second round for I was left back. Her writing, the way of writing the review, but what I got, storytelling method. She suggested about the storytelling method and starting from the very beginning till the end in step by step. And the points which you narrated in your post, Adrian narrated in his post, combining these two, actually storytelling method it becomes. So this is unique way to write a review. And what I could, after attending this Connect Live, what I could understand, this is the future of, you can say, Google Maps. What I could guess, that Google also wants this storytelling method. That's why our post is featured. What I could guess. And one thing I will like to add, I have written 192 posts till now on Connect. And among those 192 posts, the only one banner which I like most is designed by Adrian and Rahul. So thank you a lot to both of you. That's all. Thank you.
Cool. And by the way, I'll put the links into the comment section or the description of the video later on. If you haven't seen the series on Connect, please do check it out. And then you can check all the various posts that the guests have written and also see examples of their reviews and find out why they're pretty much amazing. And also a slight disclaimer, there is no perfect or right way to write a review. Everybody has their own style, so it's good to have your own style. But there are some guidelines to help you write a good review. And also the link for that guidelines will be posted somewhere. Okay, cool. You guys ready for the next round then? Okay, so raise your hands if you reviewed these places, okay? I'll start up easy. Restaurant. You can raise physically. Sorry, so I can see it. Cafe. Yeah. Museum. Place of worship. So temple, church, or mosque. A barber or a hair salon. A pet shop. A toy store. Children's playground. Wow, okay. You can see all the parents here. A theme park.
It's impossible. Don't write about playground here. I have one perimeter about my neighborhood and the important playground.
I totally get that. I totally get that. Have you written a review for a bank? Post office? A fire station? Wow, Rahul, you wrote a review for fire station? Fantastic. A hospital? A cat or a dog cafe? This is a little bit morbid. A funeral parlor or a cemetery? I posted a photo. I've not written review, so oh, I can see a few hands in the. And lastly, a public toilet. Public toilets are my thing. When I travel, I always worry that I can't find a public toilet when I need one. So I always keep an eye out for a clean, accessible public toilet. So yeah.
Yes, this is good. But not in specific in public toilet, but the toilets in playgrounds, especially because all kids using, and I think it's important to uh, remember the parents about the location.
Just a side question, since you mentioned kids, and I was thinking about germs and bacteria. I don't know why, to correlation. But since COVID, are places still offering hand gel, to clean your hands? Do you still see that around, or is it less now?
Oh, when Helena, um, it's 1 year, I use a private toilet. It's for transportation. It's a travel toilet. I use the public toilet, but don't use the cabinet, and put the private toilet together in this location, and Elena sitting in your private. But today I help her for going to the washroom. In January, I put in my bag alcohol and
Wipes.
yeah, wipes and paper protects to sanitaries, and or help her, putting her in my arms and no sit her, because I don't know about that locations the people pass sanitize or no.
Mhm.
In general, here in Toronto and in other parts of the Canada, the public toilets is so good. uh Basically in distance neighborhoods it's more difficult, especially along the time in the part the afternoon and start evening is not is very dirt, but in general it's good.
Cool. And in India, do people still have those alcohol gel thing, or is it gone now? KK, Rahul, do you know what I'm talking about?
Uh, After the COVID, we seen people also have a small bottle of sanitizer with them actually, and more people will have that. And in India, there's less. Less sanitizer in the public bathroom section. So we may have to carry that, and we, and some of uh, they don't may not have an toilet paper such in public toilets in India, and I've seen one smart toilet where it will automatically place a toilet paper in the uh, sitting area, and we don't have to do that. And also, yeah.
Okay, we got a raise hand from Merlin. Go ahead.
I have been many public toilets in India. I have never seen a sanitizer or any of the soap dispenser for the public. Only in the airports I have seen. And one thing I would say recently for this Bangalore airport I have visited, they even have this automatic flush. So you don't have to touch also the flush. So once you go out of the toilet, it automatically flushes. It is the one of the good thing I have seen in an airport.
I can definitely say I like the automatic flush too. And I'm giving away too much information, but I have a problem sometimes when I sit on a toilet and I spend too long on it because I'm using my phone. So sometimes the automatic flush goes off while I'm sitting on it. And it's almost like, okay, I really need to get out from here. That's when I know I spent too long in the toilet. So yeah, that happens, unfortunately. Okay, so the next bit here, I'm gonna open up the conversation and discussion to everybody. So feel free to join in. Just raise your hands, and I'll give you the time to speak. The question is, and this is quite a serious topic. Ooh, okay, we already have a raised hand. Okay, Guru Krishna, you go ahead first before I go on the next section.
Can you repeat the question again? Because
Okay,
my beep
I haven't
itself.
given the question yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, what are your thoughts on hidden reviews or photos or videos? It's a big topic, I think, in the local guides community. I think almost everyone here has had problems with their reviews getting hidden.
Yes.
And the question to that is, so just give me a moment here. And the follow-up question to that is, what can Google do to make the process better for the community? So Guru, Krishna, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, actually, to tell the fact, the hidden reviews depends on country to country and places to places. Because in Europe, I have seen immediately we'll get a notification that this can't be published. Okay. Because some people are there like that, but in India it's not like that. Not many reviews are hidden, but sometimes reviews with more pictures are hidden. But for reviews, I usually use only a few pictures, so my reviews are almost visible. And but it depends on place to place also. It's not same in every part of the world.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my experience.
Gumaka?
Hello? Yeah? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Guru Krishna. Gumaka, you have raised your hand as well. Oh, Gumaka Santosh.
Yeah, it is Santoshi. Even I was wondering who's the person.
You're muted at the moment.
Yeah, so this is Santosh. So, okay, on hidden reviews, I have some different perspective which I want to share. What Guru Priya ji has said is perfectly correct. So, in India, we are not getting that kind of notification as not posted in red color triangle the way it is there in other countries or mostly in Europe. But the fact is that hidden reviews are there, and the hidden reviews are there for the cause. And in most of the cases, I personally found it is somewhere we as a contributor are lacking some knowledge of policies and guidelines which Google has laid down. So most of the time we jumped into writing reviews and sharing our contribution on Google Maps without having known the policies and guidelines underneath, because everything is governed by those guidelines and policies. Yes, there are some cases wherein AI may go in adverse way, but those are very few cases. But mostly, if you go through the reviews and the contributions, you yourself will come to know that why it is hidden. Now, challenge is not that. Challenge is something else. Challenge is to find out which all reviews or photos or whatever contributions you made, like videos and all, those are hidden. Finding out that is a difficult task for us as a contributor. But once we find that out, we know the reason. That is for sure. And I have done it in my case many times, and with more than 98% of success.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that. I think Karen's first, and then we'll go to Rahul, and then okay. Okay, Karen, go ahead.
Ooh, I talk a lot today. Oh, I think I first understand all time there is a process about the reviews, especially about the photos. Depends on the location, you check the photos, and there is photos the 2000 or 2010, and these photos it's not helping original help the people. 1 month ago, I had one experience. It was one experience. It's sad experience. I visited Montreal with my family, and I put in my list for visit one park, a botanical park, because the central idea is visit one part, the museum part in botanical garden. So the people make faces and animals in the plants. And okay, I visit all part the botanic garden and didn't see this place. And my husband go and talk with the staff in the botanical garden, and the guy say, "Oh no, I'm so sorry, but this specific point is not here. It's in another location, 3 kilometers here." And my husband look at me and say, "Oh, Carrie, I'm so sorry, but it's not here, baby. It's in another point." And I say, "But come on, there is 10 photographs about this location here in Botanic Garden." And of course, I not see the Google about this, but the photos continue in this point. And I made one review about the correct point, but I understand for these situations there is AI for help. But I think in that case, it's important to one first check another one group or another system help people about this, because it's too hard. Imagine I'm travel here to Toronto for visit Montreal and put this location in my list. In that case, okay, I use a car for visit the places, but in that case, doesn't I don't have car. I need the public transportation. It's more hard for visit at this point, especially because there is one kids with me, and I think it's important people understand it's too much better put the correct structure about descriptions, the location, and the correct photos. In that case, you don't take one good picture or a correct picture. Don't put this picture in this point. Don't write the review. Visit another location, make another review, because imagine it's one people visit another country and go to Montreal and pass for the same experience. It's too bad, no?
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate circumstances, especially when you travel the distance, you go there and it's not there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know, because I don't know, it's not common people here in Canada write a lot reviews. In my perception, in my recent reviews, the restaurants and museums It's a long time ago, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and these locations pass for repairs or for put a new constructions. For example, in the History Museum here in Toronto, pass for one a big reform, and now there is new parts about the museum, and don't doesn't has this part in the reviews, in the new reviews, because continuing first topic the old reviews, and no change this extra about dates, and I think this part is too hard to.
I think you can filter the reviews by the date.
Yes, it's
Uh,
possible you filter, but in
Yeah.
that case, you open the location in your mobile or in your desktop. The first review, it's one important. It's an important review for the location, and
Yeah.
continue. It's not an actual. For example, I write one review. Possible pass for first, but possible no. Depend the AI. No.
Yeah, no, totally get that. And that's why, folks, it's always good to write reviews as much as possible, because the more fresh the content, hopefully that gives a better idea of it's like a more honest idea of it.
Yeah.
Rahul, you also raised your hand earlier on.
Uh, I stand with Sandosh method, and I mostly follows Sandosh and Traveling's method of how to review and what to include in the review. And and in most cases, I suggest other local guides to review that day of the day you visit the business or museums or anything that can filter out the making the review hidden. And another is I may not be at if there is a lot of photos or lot of videos, I may not be adding with the review because some photos may or may not get be hidden, uh, and the whole review will be also get hidden also. So if I have the museum photos, or I think I will have 20 photos and 3 videos, I definitely won't going to add with the review. So because it will take 5 or 6 days to even get the videos reviewed also by the AI. So I will separately upload them. And one more thing is, even now think is reviewing with the pattern with the same pattern on every review can get be hidden because when I check check on my reviews, some of the reviews have same pattern. Right? There is content may be different, but pattern is same. So I think reshuffling the if you have same pattern on reviewing, like for example wheelchair accessibility tick mark and LGBTQ friendly tick mark, if you have same pattern like that you can reshuffle that.
Yeah, totally get that.
I've seen that also. See, using the same pattern can get the review get hidden. And one more thing is, I also seen even if we don't upload our photos through review after a month, our old photos or videos will be on the under the review when we view it on computer only. I think on mobile we cannot see that. On computer version, and we can see every photos or videos uploaded on that business separately and with the review also. Yeah.
Yeah, totally get that. Just before I forget it, the photos and videos, whether they group to the reviews, I had the same problem. Sometimes they group together, sometimes they're not. It's very frustrating. Uh, But I think Morton separately, Morton did a simple test. Also, it wasn't Morton, sorry, it was Hermes. Hermes did a simple test, and he found out that when he uploads a review with photos and videos, if a video gets flagged, the whole review gets taken down. And he found that videos get flagged more often than photos, if I remember correctly, what he found out. So there's something funny going on, unfortunately. Yeah. Carol, you raised your hand?
Hi, Carol here, level 10 guide in Toronto. Hi, Karen. I think I really echo the sentiment that Rahul says. Basically, it's consistency, right? We're in a world of AI transformation and learning about people's personality and how they write, that the consistency of your reviews, same style, same organization, same structure, helps them know that this is how you write normally. And any anomalies, unique replies where you start being angry at somebody or explain in a way that's out of personality, really starts flagging your profile, right? The system tries to go and say, oh, this is not this person normally. Your reviews start getting flagged. So there is a little bit of a two-way street where, have you been writing the same way normally? Do you usually post the same style? Versus is, not that we can do anything about it, does Google have a correct algorithm to actually, flag the right things? So that, I think that's really the two different parts of the spectrum here.
Cool. So a quick question then. What if it's so consistent that the system thinks you're copying and pasting the same review across multiple locations? Because the way I write my review, I always include a set of ratings at the beginning. It starts off with a disclaimer that says detailed review below because my reviews are super long. And I always worry that because I always start with the same sentence with then a list of ratings, I worry that the filters might think I'm just copying and pasting the same review across multiple locations, and then they get flagged. So
it's actually interesting, Adrian, because I took a quick look at your reviews. no offense. Mine are actually slightly longer than yours, so I'm pretty okay with that. I think it's a matter of just making sure that they're useful, right? Anybody can go and report a review because they find that it doesn't help them, but it's really just a matter of being consistent in having helpful information, so that it helps other people in the city around you visiting, whatever, to actually promote that place. But yeah.
Cool. Thank you for that. Hopefully my reviews are okay. Santosh?
Yeah, a couple of points I just wanted to share. One, of course, as much as possible, we should avoid adding media files, whether videos or photos with reviews, because that creates more opportunity for the system to hide your review because of the media files non-complying to the policies. Second thing, even if you do everything right, still there is a possibility that will go hidden. Very recently, I came up with one example without taking any name or whatever, because AI at times, many a times act funny, right? So sometimes an image they consider as a kind of some what do you call rifle or pistol, and they think that this is something criminal or something against the law, so they will hide it. Whereas you have posted a photo of some utensils or something like that of that restaurant. One funny example I have come across is somebody has visited a dentist. So he had a bad experience, right? So he wrote a review, whatever he wanted to write, along with pictures of his this mouth and with teeth and all, right? And it got rejected, stating some funny reason. I will not say what reason was there, but and of course that is against the Google policies, right? But actually that photo was of his mouth, right? But system understood something else, and system put it under that category and just made it hidden. Now that's where human intervention is required to work on that, or to escalate, or to work with these Google team and Googlers, or to our Google moderators, to get that revived further. So innocent guy, real review, but because of that picture, review has no value, right? So these kind of thing also happen. So why I wanted to share it with the team is here, that we all should be aware of such kind of things which happens in the back end.
To be fair, I'm not sure I want to see a photo of someone's mouth. So I'm not sure. It might be a little bit, I don't know, like not gory, but whatever the word is, So maybe that's why it's a little bit on the people might not want. Just maybe that's why it got flagged. I don't know. But yeah. Any other questions or comments about hidden reviews? We are almost out of time. I don't know if anybody wants to keep going on. I think Prasad and KK. Sorry.
Yes.
Prasad,
Actually,
go first. I'll go back.
hello, are you getting my voice? Hello?
Yep.
Yes, hidden reviews is a big problem. And most of the times, as Mr. Santosh said, finding hidden reviews is a big problem. That is really challenging. I request Google to help us. They should provide some indication that it is hidden, so that we will remove or will edit it. Because every local guide submits reviews with a lot of care to improve the system. That is our aim, actually, as a local guide. Sometimes we may do some mistakes unknowingly. So if we are given an opportunity, we will improve our content and we will remove the things which is not necessary in the system, so that we will encourage the local guides. Because most of the local guides, we want to help the system convey the better things to our colleagues. That is our aim, actually. So simply hiding those things, we are not able to find the real reason. So I request the Google team to kindly provide some icon thing on our hidden review, so that we will learn and we will edit it and we'll make it better. That is my request. Thank you, Adin.
Thanks very much for that. KK?
Yeah, sometimes the reviews are hidden also. If many persons are writing the review at the same time, then the AI thinks that deliberately it has been done. And one more thing, if you are writing the same review, if you are writing the same content in a paraphrased way, like I have taken the content of Rahul and paraphrased and written, because business owner does these things. So the content must be unique, means your own content. Reading the 2 or 5 reviews, and if someone is making own review, a good review, then the AI will think that it is a paraphrased and hide that. Thank you.
Definitely, sir. And lastly, for Guru.
Yes, I accept what Prasad told, because we don't know when the reviews are hidden or not. Okay, and actually, I previously I even never knew that some reviews are hidden or something. But what happened is, afterwards I started rechecking. Like, I give my review link to my husband's phone, and then check there whether that review is seen or not. Okay, of late I am doing that. I'm interchanging in the review link in the phones, but in many cases I get a reply from the owner, so I am confident. Okay, my review is visible and the owner has replied. Almost in many cases, even during my last visit, I reviewed that night safari in Singapore. Okay. And till the time I was there, I didn't see any wheelchair accessible places. So I I have written like wheelchair accessibility to some extent only I have written. For that, the owner has replied, if you have any issues, you can contact the security and all. So then I'll understand, okay, my review has been like viewed and it's been answered by the owner. And then in that way, I know that my reviews are there. And the other thing is I check through my sharing the review through my phone. That sharing the review to my other phone and then I'll check there. But as Prasad told, it should be known to us whether our reviews are hidden or visible.
Yeah, they actually have the system in place anyway, but specifically for European region. I'm hoping that, and I mentioned it to them as well, that they really should open it up and adopt the system globally, because every time a review gets hidden, the user gets notified, or even a photo or a video. So that's really helpful, right? So hopefully they'll roll it out globally, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah. So Karen, I'm looking at you because you're a parent and we're right on noon time. So I'm sure you got duties and things to do. So I'll try my best to wrap it up. Sorry if it's pushing just a little bit late. Okay, so but I'll try to wrap it up for today's virtual meetup. Thank you so much to my guests, Rahul, KK, Karen, and also to Sarah. And thank you to all the attendees for today's meetup. And this marks the end of the focus on reviews. Coming up in October, we are going to be focusing on videos or videography. So this is related to how to take better videos, what are the best practices, share your tips and your personal style, etc. So the person who's going to be leading this is Connect moderator Steve. So his username is at SP31. So he's the person in charge. So if you want to be involved in this focus, if you want to work with him and collaborate on something, please do get in touch with him. Jessie, Connect moderator Jessie from Argentina is also supporting Steve. So you can reach out to her as well. And from the plans that I've seen, some amazing things planned out so far for October. So it's going to be really amazing. It's going to be similar to what we did for reviews, but this time it's going to be for videography in October. Okay, and I almost forgot this. Sorry. In November, December, we are doing Community Spotlight. So if you haven't signed up already, the due date is the 1st of October. I can push that back a little bit if you're trying to get a group together. But the idea behind Community Spotlight is that for the months of November, December, we will be highlighting a different community every week. And this is a community initiative, and we're trying to get as many people to participate and join in the fun. So we already have Team Canada, Team India, Argentina, Nigeria, this a French-speaking group as well. There is the track community, which is the 1,000 Roads Edit Challenge. And we got, I'm trying to remember, Cambodia is joining in, and Indonesia as well. I'm hoping that Team USA will be able to do something, or even Team UK. So we'll see what happens. But if you want to get involved in this community spotlight, there's a post about that on Connect. So do look up it. I think it's featured on the homepage. Find out all the information in there. Reach out to all the local guides in your area. It doesn't have to be a geographical community. It can be a French-speaking one, also a language-based. It can be about accessibility or about adding roads on maps. So there's different communities that you can put together and to celebrate the uniqueness of us all. Okay, so thank you very much for everyone. I'm not going to do a group photo. I'll just take a screenshot from the video. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye,
you
guys.
so much. Have a great weekend.
You guys as well.
Thank you, Adrian, for organizing this meetup and giving us the opportunity to be.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep.
And go to
Yes,
the playground.
Absolutely.
It's over. I can now like relax.
See you
Okay,
guys.
thank you and have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.